Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast sessions, volume 2. Today we also have a guest. I just hope he will be more amusing than my previous guest, Max. Just jokes. Today's guest is from different podróże, and let's hear what he has to say.
Hello, I'm very happy that you called. I am Yanni. Thank you, Alexandy, for invites. But where do you want to begin?
Maybe I begins with your names.
Yes. You know, here in Ljubljana, my parents, they call me with E.
Oh, because I have also X and Y at my names.
Yes, I heard that is an amazing PR moves.
Well, just maybe one of the things that try to build my personality for career and success.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, but enough about me. What do you do?
I make beer. We have a small craft brewery here in the Brežje of Ljubljanica.
You heard a brewery?
Yeah, brewery. But me and Aleš were the first to make a brewery here in the Brežje of Ljubljanica.
Wow, that is really crazy.
Yes, we make craft beers. The bitter, the ones that have this maybe not good taste, but foreign people love them, and maybe even the fat lesbo women and so on.
Yes, no, things get silly. That is crazy. Let me ask you one thing. Why should people pay 5 or more euros for one glass of hipster beer, whilst he can in Stuna buy 2 cans of beers?
It's better when you are in a Gostel where people are drudging, having fun, and maybe then later it leads to sex and things.
Can I just here intervene and ask you, why do you think so many people drinks here in Slovenia very much alcoholically?
Well, because in Slovenia I think there isn't very much choice. We have wines, we have very good craft beers.
No, the sortiment of the drinkers, but why people?
Try to explain. Because we only have wines, we have beers, because the non-alcoholic beverage is only what we have is average apple juice, or we have kombucha. But if you want to, have some maybe beat wife or have sex or whatever, you have to drink some alcohol. So it's elementary, because we are also a pathetic country and we need some protection in spirit.
Yes, very much in Balkans. Balkans, all people passionate and crazy.
The Balkans is cannot escape from us. We want to go. We want to have these smelly hookers and maybe some dark bitter beer. Maybe just beat someone, and then in the morning we don't want to remember, and then our neighbor, he tells us what happens before last night, and we are like, no, don't tell me, you stupid crazy shit.
Yes, I think it has to do something with temperament.
Yes, the Mediterranean temperament is also very. It comes with our pedigree.
Yes, very passionate. I think more even than Brazilians.
Well, it's temperament. It's like it's part of the culture, like mama's compote. It's like happens. It's like from childhood. We remember that our fathers were beating their wives.
They have Rio de Janeiro, and we have Chachak.
Good comparison, but it's very far. But we can relate to what maybe the climate or what, I don't know.
Probably things. Also. Did you ever try cocaine?
Well, no, cocaine we don't. We were not have cocaine in our allowed.
Forbidden for people is, but you're for me, from my experience, you're talking silly things because all over the world forbidden, but people takes it every day. Everybody crazy under their noses, white.
Everyone, I mean, some they come, they're but maybe white under nose, but you just know them. They're also peoples. They want to have beers, friendly talks, maybe some sex, but it doesn't really bother. But don't make these white on tables and so on. Drink beers, have fun.
Yes,
You know?
of course, but I think I knows what you. But I just wanted to for a program, for interesting things people to hear. And sorry for that cocaine questions. I always in my podcasts go out of topic to make some shocking gossip for the people to hear.
I'm kind of losing you. What happens to your internet?
I still hear.
You hear me now?
Very lush.
Hello?
I still hear Svatiska.
I'm trying to hear you, but it's nothing's happening. So it's Alaska, what is with internet here?
Sorry, guys, everybody's we're having a little problems with connection. Obviously not from my side because I paid my bills already. And so, do you have any pages of your brewers?
Pismo, for now, only on Facebook. You can on Facebook. There you can follow by Brother Brew.
How many? But how many people do follows you?
We just today on the afternoon I started.
Only today you started.
Today I started more. Before I didn't tell anyone for the page. I want to keep it low profile because first I want to make some franchise for let's say Bruxelles, and I want to go to foreign places in Slovenia. As I said,
Wait a minute, you're trying me to say you all also are going internationals?
I think that is the most, if you want to make the startup, Slovenia is very good for startup, but people are forgetting you have to work lean, you have to start, but for me is the concept not works because you have to go on primary level, you have to go abroad, you know?
Yes, for me this is totally crazy coincidences. While I'll also meet people who want to go outside. Very brave, admires. But excuse, never mind. How many did you say have followers?
For now, 7. But we are making for the foreign, it's other page, but it's not so interesting now for the debate.
Only 7, yeah. Yes, I had it a long time ago. Only 7 pupils.
Yes, we're with abroad we have more spread number.
Yeah, I thought you had many more. So never mind. What are you making in quarantinas here when the times are crazy, and how do you hang it with your partner out?
Well, my wife, she really likes to get some relaxed atmosphere. I go sometimes we go order every pizza, and then I try to we talk about where to invest money.
But does you when the virus is, do you lick the vagina of your partners?
This is a very I think it's an but that's an interesting question. But
Yeah,
I don't know. It's if Brigitte find out that we're talking, she made me not. I will sleep on couches then. But
if Brigitte finds us and listen, then it meaning that this podcast is already worldwide.
you kind of expand the borders, and you go where the people don't want
You
to
must
go, but should
be a
be.
little provocative to make it stand out. Crazy, Get silly. Who is crazy?
Well, we kind of dance together in front of fireplace. Then maybe we have a couple of beers. We have some stout or this red ale or something, and then I just we have this casual sex in quarantine.
Yes, this is crazy. Really, this situation doesn't.
Don't tell us.
Yeah. Every man for himself really is living to this, but also I can't say how we're gonna make through it, but this is life.
Yes. When I see that there's many investing building projects. My daddy also is still he's using Bosnia people to build places, and I see, okay, there is some prospect here. We have to be patient and wait in our homes, but it will work out in the end. But we'll just have to wait.
Yes, as my previous guest yesterday said, us that time is the best shower of things.
I wasn't ever hear this answer, but I mean the pre-answer. But it's if for the quarantine, I think it works. Whatever you say, whatever gets you through the quarantines.
Yes, I also think because people go crazy eventually, because this also is impossible for some people who were in the system, and now they can have more time to beat their wives.
Of course, but you have to. Many people are still beating their wives, which I think is so a bit like 90s, like AIDS people.
Retro.
Yes. For now, I don't like to. With my wife, we go together. She's emancipated as well. We do some investments and crazy startups. We have to find. For now, let's say, for example, we try to. With beer, I mean, I can't help it, but beer is my passion, and we know.
Yes, but enough about the beers. For today's, we had a lot of themes also, and I asked, I think, enough questions for today's, because must be not too long for people to stay interested. And I would like to thank you for being in my show today.
Want to iskorist that last time, that just to say hello to my friends, and we have good beer for your nerves, and we will all come from quarantine safe.
You know, pitching other products really isn't for free.
Yes, my point. We all have in heart we're the same. We all want to have these startups and to have some fun in life.
Yes. Well, thank you, and maybe next time we'll talk about different topics.
You can look my page, and maybe when it's ready, you can also promote.
Yes, but as the way I'm going, probably won't be in your price range, because every day, as we speak, new follower.
Of course, we will have to make follow, but first abroad, and then home.
Yes, then goes home and fuck you. Okay, peoples on the other side who listening, for today this was everything from beautiful gardens here in our resorts while living in quarantines. This all for today. Thank you everybody, and this for today is goodbye.